Welcome to
Ass donkey.
Forge Gaming. Forests of Feral Island campaign with GM Ronan O'Leary. So, does everybody remember where we left off?
No.
That's good. You weren't here.
Pants are evil,
Pants are evil. I thought you were the one who.
apparently.
I thought you were the one who was pro pants.
They're
I
necessary.
heard it coming through the walls.
You heard it coming through the walls.
Everybody chanting that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'd just
Yeah,
like
that
to
was,
point
that
out,
was interesting.
I'm very pro pants as well.
That's unfortunate.
Garrett's all about fine dressing, man. Suit.
You're not gonna fit in this town now.
Not meant to.
It's just not gonna work.
Well, sure, because the mask fits in so well.
Well, it did before. Now it's just a bunch of naked people.
Man, just go get a potato sack. See, it's weird when Digor was naked, but now everybody's doing it, so it's cool.
Yeah.
The Dipster was the original. Digor was the original hipster.
Dipster was the original hipster.
Digor was the original hipster. Because he was pantsless.
No, it wasn't. So, anybody care to do a recap of where we left off?
We buried Digger and found out that there's a book that's all evil and shit. And Lana's studying it right now.
There you go.
And they said, hey, you should go and and everyone in their grammar was saying, hey, there's catacombs like that way. Go check it out.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Catacombs, you say?
Alright then, and all of you guys, two of you compatriots, everybody's in essence starting off waking up in the morning, in the middle of the inn. Reginak's behind the counter. You all are awake, and that's where you are. Several members of the Fading Light Adventurers, and Lana's still in the corner, dealing with the book with fancy lights sprinkled around her.
Good morning.
Hello.
Haven't slept that well in quite some time. Then again, never had a funeral of that magnitude before.
I hate to say it, but I don't feel like I've drank too much.
You haven't drank too much, or you have?
Have. Dwarves never say that.
That's quite unusual.
Anyway. Alright, where are we off to then?
I suppose we're off to those catacombs in the direction of the Crimson Lines.
Yeah, right. Ronan, when did you say that caravan was going to that dwarven city?
It would now be in 12 days.
12 days. Okay.
Not a lot of time has passed.
Yeah. Alright. 12 days. Well, shall we break our fast and get the rest of the group and go to the catacombs?
Sounds good.
Your compatriots are sitting there.
Alright. Including the new guy?
I don't know.
Okay.
If I am, I'm probably just propped up against the wall or something alone.
Okay, well, are you propped up against the wall sitting alone?
If I'm there, then sure.
Well, are you there?
You're the DM, you tell me.
It's up to you.
I can be.
Fucking give me a Okay, yes, you're in the fucking corner. You're being crucified for difficulty.
I should do a kind of a pertinent question. Can I get this armor off at all?
Not particularly. You've tried.
Well, shit, that's gonna make bathing very hard. Not impossible, just a much longer ordeal than what it was before.
Yeah. I mean, you'd assume as much.
I assume I've tried since then.
I don't know. Have
wow.
you tried?
Yes, I said, last time I was here, I'd get a bath, each night because that's a good thing to do.
Last night you went in, you entered into the tub, armored fully, scrubbed off the plates. Can't really get inside the cracks. And the second you exited the water, you ended up feeling just completely dry, as though there wasn't a droplet to begin with.
That's very unusual.
Shall I have a look at it?
Sure, if you think you can do something about it. I mean, it's certainly, no doubt it's being very protective, but, I mean, it's got some drawbacks, I see.
Guess can I inspect it there, Ronan, and try to see what I can figure out about it?
Sure. Knowledge Arcana, I guess, since you're inspecting a magical artifact. You're just able to realize that there's probably several self-maintenance cantrips on it. Other than that, you're not able to find much else, given the general rarity of the artifact as well as the archaic language it's written in. The sigils are written in.
Alright. Looks
You
like there's
just
some
said-
magic to take care of
You
itself,
need
but
some
that's
help
about
there,
it.
Friends.
Huh.
Looking at this armor.
Who's this dandy?
We met before.
We
Have?
I was the
briefly
gates.
met. We used at the gates of town when we got back from the Dragon's Lair.
I don't remember much about that.
Would you like me to take a look at this language that's on your armor?
By all means. I mean, it's powerful stuff. I didn't realize being a paladin full time meant that literally.
Alright, Ron, I look at it and...
Don't recognize anything.
Are you sure?
Don't recognize anything.
Even with that spell?
Don't recognize anything.
Off the me, my friend.
Well, I suppose the truth will reveal itself someday. But yes, I believe we had a goal to go to the catacombs and investigate that for. I think you all mentioned different purposes, really. Are you all ready for that?
Sure.
And this thing is just outside of town, right?
It's around an 8-hour journey.
Oh, okay. Then I shall be finally casting Summon Steed as we leave. Or Find Steed.
Okay. Garrick, you yourself, while you were adventuring around town, also heard something about the catacombs, though nothing in particular. You think there might be several unusual creatures potentially laying in wait there.
You all say you're headed to the catacombs.
Aye.
Mind if I tag along? I have business there myself.
More the merrier, I suppose. There's been a certain void in our party ever since a certain dwarf companion has fallen in battle.
I heard word that, sorry I couldn't attend the funeral myself.
I guess the whether or not that's regrettable is how much of a fan you are of drinking and brawling, as that was most of the event.
Don't care for it. Gets clothes too dirty.
Then
Adjust my belt.
yes, you didn't miss much then. Hmm.
So,
Alright then.
does anybody wish to do anything in town before you head out?
I think we've got all we need, probably.
Okay, dope.
I'm all set.
Telgurn said he'd fix up the axe when he got his forge built back up.
Yep.
Alright, I doubt he's got that built back up yet then. So,
What actually
no,
you
I'm good.
fixing up?
He said he'd put a like a rune or some special stuff on it for me.
Careful, that's your mother's axe.
Oh yeah, if I want to carry it around, I want to make it work for me.
The fat bitch, she'll do whatever, it'll do whatever the fuck I want it to do. It's not like she's gonna
Not technically my mother at the moment right now anyway.
just the
If
fat
Digger
bitch
was
that
here, he
birthed
would
me.
yell at you.
Yeah.
Your mother always loved you 'cause your dad was an asshole.
Useless. Yeah, she's a cunt too.
Not that I know, my friend. You care about your business.
Not that I know.
Yeah. Keep your distance there, Dandy.
The distance is what I do best.
Good. Or kind of eyes you suspiciously.
Ah, crap, I just realized I'm the tank now.
I'm also a tank, don't worry.
No, okay, cool.
I specialize in ranged attacks, but my AC and damage resistance is almost as good as a barbarian.
Okay. All right, well, I think, do we get any indication it's going to take, longer than a day to do, or anything we should pack with us for this trip from anyone?
You don't know how low the catacombs go, or anything else really about them. So
Is there someone in town you might know?
could ask around town,
I shall do that.
or ask anybody really.
Okay, well, the fading lights are probably the best bet to start,
Nothing.
and after then,
The only one.
whoever else might know.
There's nobody in here. Finley's passed out on the table, snoring in his porridge. And then there is that white dragonborn compatriot that you've seen previously.
He seems a respectable guy. Guess I asked him about it.
Okay, then you go over, you approach him, and what do you say, buddy boy?
Well, first of all, I'm going to open my notes and remember his name, because it'd be rude otherwise.
A little bit.
Journal. What was his name? Was that, oh, never mind, it's not him.
Hello, friend. I believe we haven't met before.
What the hell was his name here?
I believe my
I don't
compatriot
know,
over here
actually.
wants to ask you a few questions about this catacomb we're headed to.
Yeah,
What is your
I'm
name,
not
friend?
I don't think I have it written down. Well, let's see. Spell that out for me. That's a lot of M's.
Don't be rude now.
Is that a character?
He's just gonna look at you.
It's just weird me saying that, okay? me being the one to say don't be rude.
Fine. Good morning. Heard you might know a thing or two about the catacombs near the Crimson Lines.
I personally don't know anything.
Oh. Well, do you
Finley
perhaps...
would, but he's a bit incapacitated at the moment.
Oh. I thought we
Kip, I
partied hard
think, is
last night.
borderline delusional, and he won't even respond when you preface something with trees at the moment.
That's unusual for him. Okay.
Other compatriots are preparing stuff around town, and I don't know where they are. And Lana is, well, moderately preoccupied.
Yeah, I see that. Seems we're shit out of luck then, aren't we?
Who knows else about the catacombs? The clock guy over at the clock tower might know a thing or two. Or shipmaster, or dockmaster, whatever the hell his title is, down by the docks. Tick. Might know something.
Oh yes, haven't spoken to him in quite some time.
So yeah, either go to Kelton over at the clock tower or Tick down by the docks. Either of them have been there before, to my knowledge.
All right. I look to the others in the group. Thank you very much. Which would you guys recommend?
Which one do I recommend?
I was asking the group, but I mean, if he has a recommendation, that'd be cool too.
Flip a coin. They know both about as much as each other, from what I'm led to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Also, congrats on not getting eaten by Hellflame.
He was actually quite reasonable once we got to know him a bit, but did cost us quite a pretty penny to get in there.
It's fair.
Oh, that reminds me. That reminds me, do you happen to know any good stonemasons around town? Or metal workers, or someone who's good at making really big statues?
Stonemasons?
Or someone with that can make a big statue, because the dragon would like one of those as payment for his services.
I've been known to dabble. And so is Brentley. Guess the two of us could maybe work on it.
If you want a challenge, then good old Hellflame over there would like to make a statue is in his honor for helping us out against the orcs.
All right. I don't really have that much monetary funds here. Do you have any spare funds that I could borrow?
We do.
If you ever head up north to our base in the castle, Trackle Castle, they'll reimburse anything. But I'd need around 300 gold pieces to get the materials for it.
I'll look to the others. Does that sound reasonable to you guys?
Sounds fair.
It's not my money.
No shit.
All right. Then yeah, I guess we can swing that.
Here. Finley probably won't need this piece of paper out of his book anyway. Reach into Finley's pocket, pull out a small little notebook, and rip out a piece of paper. Write down his name, his signature, grab Finley's hand, put a pen in it, write down Finley's signature. Just hand that to somebody up at Draco Castle. They'll get you arranged for the reimbursement.
Okay. I'll write like 300 gold on the paper, and then say, okay, sounds good.
Alright. Now I'll take these funds, hunt down Brentley, and get started on that statue. Given that this lunk of flesh isn't going to be awake anytime soon.
Well, give it a second. I mean, obviously won't do us much good in case the orcs win. Plus, who knows, maybe the dragon will do something heroic, and it'd be a good inspiration for the pose in the statue.
He's not waking up anytime soon.
Fair enough.
Some sort of weird spirit some weird spirit down by the church when we were descending into some sort of ruins over there. Yeah, possessed him and He's been unconscious ever since then. I want to say it was a spirit that died while it was sleeping.
Is he all right?
I think so.
Okay. I mean,
Oh no, he's
well,
still
if you
breathing, so that's a good sign.
suppose that's true.
He hasn't been
Well,
moving much. He's been sleeping just fine.
I suppose Father Keghorn should provide all the help he will need if in case it is a problem.
That's fair. I probably should drag him over to Kegorn. It's a good idea. Alright then, well, I'll bid you adieu, and I'm going to drag him over to Brentley and see if he's willing to work with me on this.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and if you guys are going out to the catacombs, don't die.
I don't plan on it. I don't think any of us do, actually. Um, but,
Well, maybe you should plan on it. Kind of helps with the survival.
okay.
I don't know.
Don't quite understand that, but alright. Well, we'll go and try and follow up with Tick or that person in the tower. You guys know better than I do.
Alright.
I'll,
Take it
I'll look to
easy.
the others. See you later.
Goes over and picks up Finley and heads out of the room.
Out of character, I'm gonna wonder how long I can make it without actually admitting I don't know his name right now. But anyway,
Give me
So
a
what do you guys
wisdom-
think?
Give me a wisdom check.
oh, okay. Wisdom check. Well, this is a save, but so let's take like 2 or 3 off this, I guess. That's like a 9 then total, I think. No, it's yeah, that's right.
You sort of you rack your brain for a second, and you for the life you know his initials are DF, and you can't remember what his name is though.
Damn. Well, it can be eventually. I'm sure it's in my notes somewhere. But okay. I'll find it. Anyway, so so what do you guys think? Who should we talk to?
I think we've spoken with Tick before. We might know him a little better.
If I remember correctly, we met him once at the docks when we first arrived here, but I'm not sure we've spoken to him since then.
I believe
and
Digger talked to him about his arm, actually.
that sounds about right. I'm afraid the art guy didn't really know very well. I kind of closed my ears while you guys were doing your thing there, given the nature of the business.
That's Tick would be my guess anyway. Start out with.
All right,
You've
let's give it a
also
shot.
met Kelton before too.
Oh, I know. I just, in character, Zeke was deliberately not paying attention to that part because, drug deals, Paladin didn't want really to have knowledge of that.
All right.
All right, Tick, that sounds good. Let's head over that way.
Let's go.
Oh, speaking of which, were you able to get, stop by Scott and Eve's shop and pick up a bag of holding? Because I think that was one of our group purchases we were going to get.
You can stop by and see if he's got something.
All right. You guys okay with that?
Sure.
All right, well, it's on the way. So, 2 Scots, then Ticks, I guess.
That'll work.
All right, then you head over to Scott's place. You enter in the door, and you just see a very person in raggedy, relatively common clothes. Pants, and white shirt, sweeping the place and tidying bits up. He's got a prominent little beer belly, gangly limbs, and a patchy light brown hair and beard, with a carrot-shaped pointed nose, and rather dull brown eyes.
Okay.
You here for Scott?
Aye, that's correct.
Aye.
He's over at the catacombs.
Oh, well, that would
Oh, well.
make things easier.
Yeah, he just left randomly a couple of days ago, screaming about he found Yeltsin. Yelway. Is it Yelway? Yeah, it's Yelway.
I suppose you best head over that way then. Thank you for your help.
Oh,
You're not able to
All
conduct
right.
any business in the meantime, are you?
No, not allowed around the money anymore.
There's a story in there somewhere, but
Yeah, there is a story.
I'm curious, but I'm not sure we have time.
Okay.
But all right. So 2 tic-tics then.
Okay.
Yep.
Very well, and yeah, over at Tic-Tic's place then.
Take care. Then you head out, and the beads reverberate as you pass by.
Doing our petting as usual.
You proceed down to the docks. And you see Tic-Tic's proud halfling form sitting there, and just sort of just sitting on a barrel, a really short half barrel. Just looking about the docks, and well, there's no ships, so not much for him to do.
All right. Guess I'll approach him and say, "Good morning, Tic-Tic."
Good morning.
Slow day, I imagine.
What made you think that?
Well, perhaps you might.
Was it the fact that all the ships are sunk? Or that all of them
Yeah.
left?
I thought they'd all been burned down.
Well, yeah, burned down means they're sunk.
Yes. Well, has there been any progress to figure out who did that?
Yeah.
Who did it then?
Word round town is you killed him.
Like, who have we killed recently? Who might that be?
Pip's bastard.
Oh.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, okay. I believe that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, the deed had to be done.
It's the only lead we have.
I know our monk friend who is in quiet meditation right now he mentioned I guess followers of fire from his temple. I thought they might have something to do with it.
No. We had somebody, I think, who did we have? One of them Fading Lights people stopped by. They examined all of it, and they just, they said it had to be some sort of pack magic that caused it.
Ah, I see. Well, that would fit the bill then.
Only I can think of is that.
Hmm.
Pip.
All right. But you seem quite knowledgeable right now, keeping up on local affairs. Perhaps you might tell us about the catacombs near
Don't
the
go
Crimson
there.
Lines. Why not? Why not?
It's cursed.
Should we need to go there, though? What will we need to know about it besides that?
It's filled with undead.
That's not too bad. Like,
Wait.
just zombies and skeletons, or are you talking about something worse?
You got a second?
We
Yes, we're here. Yeah.
got a little bit.
Alright. Well, you see, those catacombs, we adopted the Ironheart for burying people of honor. People of great power or uniqueness to the town. Because we had, I forget who it was. I want to say Sigek. Wherever the fuck he is. Oh, he's over helping Telgun, that's where he is. He translated what the catacombs were for, and it was a hero burial ground for the ancient dwarven and some other civilization that used to live around here.
I see. Poor Digger, he would have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Aye.
You see, within that catacombs is the risen spirits or bodies or whatever the fuck is there of every single last one of them.
That's quite a few of them.
Well, so far we just noticed that it was the heroes of our own town that were buried in there. But who knows, there might be several of the old peoples there snout risen too. We don't know. We tried to, who was it? Oh, we tried to take some sort of memento of sorts for Draco and put it down in his little section when we heard he had passed on. And that's when we discovered it. Since then, they've been shut off. The only person crazy enough to investigate it, I think, was Yelway, the guy who's in charge of Yelway Nevermore.
I see. I think you might still be there.
That was 6 weeks ago? Shortly before you guys came to town. 6, 8 weeks, something like that.
All right.
So, is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, you said there's the risen dead there. What kind of dead, if you happen to know?
What kind?
Yes, I'm aware there's typical zombies and skeletons, but are they perhaps
There's
something
no
more than
zombies
that?
or skeletons in there. Everything's more powerful than that.
I see. Okay.
You're
Definitely a
not
challenge
gonna
then.
find any simple skeletons or zombies. And to my knowledge, you're gonna find around 20 creatures in there that are pretty damn strong.
That's alarming.
Not all in the same room, though. We made sure to lock each one of the doors as you go in. But you're in for a tough fight if you want to go in. However far Yelway managed to get in, because he's always known for immaterial magic.
Ah, I see. From what I'd hoped that he may have cleared the way for us as he went in, but if he can just do that, I suppose he might have gone any number of rooms in there. Very well. Is there anything we should know about them that might help us prepare for it, or should we just be careful?
I wish I could help you. I mean, Telgon might know a thing or two. And I don't think if his shop hadn't burned down, he might be able to prepare you some sort of ointments and stuff for your weapons. But it's burnt down, so.
Yeah. I might be able to help in that regard a little bit.
That'd be about it. That's all I can think of. There's nothing else. You can't buy anything at Nevermore Goods, and the blacksmith shop's burnt down.
Things out of the
General store, I
little
don't
tough
think's
right
got anything. Reznak's, well, he's been losing his last couple of marbles the past couple of weeks.
Well, I may be able to help, I think.
Alright. Anything else I can help you with?
Nope, I think that should do it.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to building a dinghy.
Best of luck with that.
I just rather have one boat in the biggest port and only port on the island.
Hmm.
Still gotta make sure to call it. Can't really call it a docks if it doesn't have one boat.
That is true.
That would make sense.
So I'm gonna go
All
make
right.
a boat.
Well, thanks for your help. I'll look to the others. If need be, I can make some holy water. It'll take me about an hour, but I can at least do that if you want to. But otherwise, we just keep on going.
Uh, something divine might help out a little bit, especially against undead.
All right. It'll take me about 25 gold for materials and an hour to do, but I can do it.
All right.
All right. Then yeah, if there's no problems, then I will do that. How much do you guys want?
I don't know.
I mean, there's no right. I can make like 4 a day. It takes me a first level spell slot each one and an hour, but I can make holy water as needed. And 25 gold apiece.
All right. Don't know if we want to try to apply it to some weapons or something like that. Maybe a couple vials anyway.
All right. So I will head to the church and get about making that.
Guess
All
we
right.
could talk to Telgar and see if he knows anything about the catacombs.
Okay.
Are you doing that?
So I'll head to the church and start making holy water. You guys go ahead.
All right. I'll head towards the Smith Forge then.
I'll follow him.
Alright, you head over to Telgarn and you see him and Sigek trying to... You see them, they've pretty much... You go over to his place and you see that this is formerly some sort of ornate wood, pretty much log house. It's very ornate and quite expansive really for a town house. Almost a small manor actually.
Excuse me.
Let's get ornate overlays and hangings and roofs and several stories. And you see that they've been pretty much trying to build several forges and setting up several walls and getting several pretty much a decent enough setup of supplies outside of the main house for a forge of sorts, as well as using using the nearby warehouse as well. And you see that just as you're entering in, one of the dwarven workers, a very stout, black, coal-colored hair and beard and that sort of stuff, is carrying several large cinder blocks over to the forge, and then he just drops them right on Telgarn's foot as you're walking up.
Oh,
And then you just see him he takes in a deep breath, and then you just see him almost with a sigh and not even a glimmer of pain on his face, just exhales a exorbitant gout of flame on this dwarf. And his beard singed, and you see this dwarf just sort of partially on fire, sprinting around, its hands in his hair, screaming, "I'm on fire!" And you just see him sort of jump headfirst into one of the water barrels they've got nearby for preparing swords. And that's the scene as you enter in.
Yeah. Hello there, Telgorn. I Your help's hard to find, I say.
Yes, or help at all.
I
I swear
well,
by God, why is every single dwarf that apprentices under me practically brain dead?
I'll have a good answer for that one, I'm afraid.
Can you do me a favor?
I do what I can.
Pick these blocks off of my foot.
Oh, aye. Well, take him off.
Just give me an athletics check.
Oh, shit.
I'll let you handle that dwarf.
Huh. Handle it I will.
Definitely not the muscle.
You managed to easily pick all of the blocks off and send them over to the location where you're pretty sure they were intended to go. And you just picked it up, and you just see, you see Telgarn. You see he's wearing a boot on his foot, but you see the reason why he was really kind of ticked off, because you see the second you pick these blocks off of his foot, you see several like bone spikes almost like from toe bones and foot bones sticking out of his boot. And you see bits of blood and flesh sort of still on the bone itself. And you're pretty sure that in the areas around each one of these holes that have been causing his boot are now thoroughly drenched in blood.
You should get that look at.
That didn't look too good there. I might need to go speak to a healer.
I probably should. That looks painful.
Can't you feel it?
I can.
Huh.
You want me to take care of that for you, big one?
No.
I understand.
What do you want?
I had a quick question.
Yes.
Me and the rest of the lot here, we're needing to go to the catacombs, and we're curious if you knew anything about it.
The catacombs.
Aye.
Not much.
We were told by Tic Tac there's a lot of undead there.
Oh, that is true. There are a lot of undead there.
You happen to know anything special about them?
You probably. I know there's one lich.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
There's one lich. Think a vampire or two.
Oh, you don't say.
Maybe not vampire. Though those vampires will be very weakened. They've never fed.
Huh. Alright.
What else is there? Let me think. I can't really think of anything else that would be of note. You know there's a legend that there's a couple of vampires in there, though very weakened. Maybe. There might be a couple of revenants, too.
Rabbits. DiCaprio?
Shut up, Travis.
I don't get your humor.
It's a dwarven thing. Something with a bear.
Hmm. I see you must have gotten your brother's sense of humor in the will.
I had to get something.
Hmm. Couldn't give you clothes, that's for damn sure.
Wait, aren't I wearing clothes? I
He
thought
could.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. Had me worried there
I
a
have a
second.
question here, Mr. Dragon's Bone. I didn't catch your name. What was it?
Speak, and I'll tell you after.
You wouldn't happen to seen this creature, would you? And I take the creature from my past and I cast minor illusion to pull of an image of what I remember it looks like.
Why do you ask me about that thing?
The whole reason I'm here. It's what I hunt.
Hmm. I haven't seen that since I was a young apprentice at the Order back on the mainland.
So you have seen it, then
Mm-hmm.
you know what it is.
Yes. I don't know what it's called, but I know it is commonly. Yeah, whatever it is, it was once the apprentice of Ignan Dragon's Bane.
It's Dragonbane. I have to remember that name.
That would be helpful.
Thank you for the information.
You're welcome.
Do a little bow and I walk out.
Hey, not sure about that one yet. But anyway, thank you for the help there, Tuggan. Shall we, before we go, shall we help you along to a healer? It doesn't quite look too good.
I'll be fine.
Alright, uh, well, I'll be back when you get your forage put back together to...
Wait a second.
What? Why?
What kind
Aye.
of magic do you know, sorcerer?
Uh, of the arcane nature?
No, I mean what variety? Illusion do you like? Evocation? Divination? Destruction? Necromancy? What do you
Uh,
practice? Come
mostly
on.
mostly evocation.
Hmm.
Vocation.
Okay. By the time you'll get there, over to the catacombs now, it'll be nightfall. Do you see that dwarf over there? Cast
Aye.
a spell on him. Not something that'll hurt him, just something that'll scare him.
So was that one more time right now? You kind of cut out.
Not something that will kill him, cast a spell on him. But something that will scare him.
You want me to cast a spell on the dwarf?
Yes. Not
Uh,
on him necessarily, just something to scare him, make it big, flashy, terrifying.
cast
Do
a,
I hear this? I'm right outside the door.
Yeah?
cast a spell on the dwarf to make it big,
I'll tell him
flashy, and
there.
terrifying.
I believe I can handle this.
No.
Okay then. I figured out how to help you.
One dwarf to another sends a better message.
Gotta go through my spells here, see what's not deadly, but flashy. Huh. Alright, let's cast. Okay, let's try this. Do Maximilian's Earth and Grasp. Just kind of grab him up, use the Maximilian's earthen grasp to grab him by the front of his shirt and kind of hold him up and shake him.
Hey, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, what did I ever do to you? Leave me alone. Leave me alone, foul earth demon.
I'll let him go. Just kind of have the hand sit there and wave back and forth a little bit before it goes away.
No, it's casting a spell. Run! Run, everybody! You just see some of the compatriots just look over at it. Eyes just wide as can be, like dinner plates. Just drop whatever they were doing and just start running off, hands in the air, screaming, "Demon! Demon!"
So will that do?
Yes.
I don't know. Glad to be of assistance. Well, we'll be off now. I'll definitely be back once you get your forge fixed to work on my axe. And with that, I guess I'll start heading back towards the church that Zeke was at. Wait for him to wrap up. Still there, Ronan?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, you proceed over to the church. You proceed over to the church. You enter in. Zeke's sort of in. You see Zeke's already inside, preparing his various holy waters and that sort of stuff. Before one of the shrines, using one of the bowls out in front, basins. You see that Durmak and Brentley are also there, and they're sort of just puzzle. They set up some sort of crude cot in the main hallways between the pews for service. And you see that they're kind of just sitting there puzzled over Finley because he's still sitting there snoring.
Hey, you haven't wake up yet?
Nah, he's not woken up yet.
Oh. Alright, I guess can I tell whether he's like been put to sleep magically, or can I identify what kind of spell is used to put him to sleep or anything like that?
Finley's human, right?
No,
What is he?
elf. Or
Oh.
if not elf, then definitely heavily elven-blooded.
He's got elven blood in him. I don't think he can be put magically to sleep.
Well, aren't you the genius here? Yeah, that's kind of what we've come to the conclusion of. Even if he was possessed by a spirit, he shouldn't be asleep.
I'm just gonna. I'm
I've
sure
done
it's
my
been tried
studies.
already. Yeah. Guess I'm gonna try it. I'm sure it's been tried already, but I'll cast Prestidigitation, just kind of spray water into this face, or. Yeah, wake up there, lad.
He just sort of makes bubbles when you spray water in his face.
Tried making a lot of noise. I'm gonna go somewhere where there's not anybody around me within like 5 feet, and I'm gonna do thunderclap.
Okay. Step back a little bit and sort of you can enter into the pews and clap and send some of the books that they've got lying on the pews up and out. And several of the books sort of flutter around, and he just sort of still there, just going.
Yeah, I think he's up for good.
Just gonna kind of lightly kick him.
You like okay.
Nothing.
Nope. He just doesn't do that. It's just
Huh.
Maybe he just needs to sleep it off. Just let him go.
Just gonna reach down, kind of open up one of his eyes with the. Just kind of open up one of his eyes. Is anybody in there?
Can I look him over with a medicine check?
sure. Give me medicine, bro. You know what, I'm starting to think, Ulrich, that maybe I should create some sort of chart for Ulrich, like if he rolls a natural 1, or what happens if he rolls a natural 20 on the wild magic thing.
Oh.
Just seems like
That'd be
something that would be
interesting.
interesting. Maybe
Yeah.
it's something that's, instead of being a real, I don't know, I'll think of something. Medicine check. You sort of go over his body and you notice that he's pretty much exhibiting all of the same characteristics of somebody who's in a very, peaceful, deep sleep. Dreaming. His body's pretty much paralyzed, unable to move. Somebody who's easily been asleep for over 2 to 8 hours. Definitely solidly into his sleep cycles.
I think he's just exhausted. Could be wrong.
Yeah, but even then though, he's mostly elf, so he wouldn't really be sleeping. He'd be in some sort of like a trance-like state and you'd still be able to see you'd see finger movement, you'd see a whole bunch of stuff. You wouldn't see this sort of behavior generally.
I need a nap every once in a while.
No
No,
elves.
I'm no elf. I don't know.
I noticed you're whatever you are underneath all those 50 layers of clothing.
Can I adjust my bow tie again? Yeah. The father once said the suit names the man.
Eh, yeah.
Okay.
So I heard you all are heading out to the catacombs.
I leave here shortly. Right now, we're going to create some holy water.
Hmm. Zeke,
Aye, what?
you need help?
If you wish, I figured you had outdoors to attend to, but I suppose you could.
No, I just sent out one of my pupils I got last week. Or actually, no, not last week. 3 days ago. Sent one of them out to go get the orders set in for the stone.
That's good to hear.
Hopefully we'll get it in before the orcs get down and we have to close. have to close anything off. Oh, I've heard, who was it? Pip! I think Pip put some sort of natural obstructions with a pathway leading between the orcs, the Orcish Valley and our own town.
Very wise of him.
Yeah, ways of him. Though, ever since he came back from that, he hasn't been the same. He's gotten worse.
What do you mean worse?
Well, normally if you go up to him and talk about trees, he'll talk back. But now he's just got like this blank stare on his face.
And that's been since he came back, or since we told him about his son?
I don't know, it's all happened roughly in the same time period. It could be either.
Interesting. Very strange.
So,
I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest what that might mean, but
yeah, he'll go over
Fred.
and just sort of be taking the material in the holy water, and he sort of halves the amount of time you're spending working on it.
all right. You can get, we're gonna make 2, right? Then she takes an hour then total.
And then he sort of goes underneath one of the basins. He goes underneath one of the basins, and he sort of casts a couple of spells, and you just see him sort of reach inside of the wall and pull out 2 other vials and hand them to you.
Oh, much appreciated, sir.
I don't think anything of it. I don't really want y'all to die out there. So, there's that. And, let me get each of you a healing potion of some sorts before you head out.
That would be much appreciated.
That'll be much appreciated.
Rock me, bitch.
Yeah. Gotta lighten up. You gotta lighten up, lad. You're so tense and your garb looks like you're about to go to a funeral. Or kill somebody. Either way, they look creepy. Anyway, I'll go get the healing potions and one for each of your, well, how many compatriots? There's you, Ulrich, there's you, Zeke, Sorath, I think. Kellen's not traveling with you anymore, so not him. The monk fellow, what's his name? Zeren? Is that his name?
Aye.
That's
Zeren?
right.
And then we got Zeren, we got you Ulrich, you got you Zeke, got Sorath, and then we've got, that's about it, I think. So we'll get to 6 of them. There's 7 potions, and also, I really hope that you guys don't have to deal with the first hero that we buried there. That'd be unfortunate.
Go on. What about him?
Well, the first hero, I buried him actually there. It was, what was his name? I think his name was, Drem Groundscream, I believe was his name. Nah, yeah, that was Drem Groundscream. He died fighting one of the first hordes of orcs that came down here. He had to have gone through thousands of them single-handedly out there in the hills. And he'd spent most of his time when we first were settling here hunting down powerful orcs and giants and barbarians and the like. Truly a sight to be reckoned with. And he was just immensely powerful. I doubt there was probably a warrior on the... Even with Draco and Ignan on the island, I doubt there was a creature about equaling him in power.
Do you think perhaps you might be persuaded to fight orcs again?
Well, here's the thing. When he died, I don't think he died. He was a... I don't think he died really under good circumstances. I think he was... The way he died, he was cursed, to my knowledge, by Ignan, or Draco or something, for wrongdoings he did. When he
I
was
see.
eliminating the orcs. And as a holy knight of quite some renown, I really hope he hasn't become one of those death knights of legend down there.
That wouldn't be good.
Though he would be the absolutely last creature you'd fight in the catacombs.
So, don't open the last door, understood.
Well,
Fair
you
enough.
you might have to.
And if we do have to fight him, what would you recommend?
Do it after a full night's sleep.
I will
Okay.
keep it in mind.
It's good to know.
Do it after a full night's sleep and just make sure you don't push yourself that much. If it looks like you're about to die, just run away. If you
Good to
can.
keep in mind.
If you can. Hopefully you can.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Yep. So, is there anything else I can help you with?
Just ask that you pray for us as we go there, as it seems we're in for quite a challenge.
Aye. I talked to Telgon, and he seemed to think that it might be a lich and some vampires in the cave there in the catacombs as well. So there is that. Did I lose Joe?
Still here.
Oh, alright.
Oh, hey, wait a second. Before you
Hey.
guys leave. Can you do me a favor?
Perhaps.
Probably.
Depends.
Bring back the sword of, Drem. If you do fight him.
Sword of Dream. Okay.
And his helmet.
We'll try, but we can't make any promises.
Well, if you're gonna fight him, and you win, bring those back.
Alright. We'll see what we can do.
Good. Thank you.
Alright.
I suppose we're all set then, aren't we?
I think so.
Alright. Well, let's get to it then.
Off to it.
Alright then. Do you guys go anywhere else before you head out?
I stopped by the store and buy a will and a headstone.
Oh,
Not really, but I mean, it sounds like we're gonna need to.
okay.
Yeah, he did say I was going to put to a funeral, so maybe it'll be yours.
Nice. Yeah. Hello.
Right then. So do you go and buy it? Buy
Not
it
yet.
soon?
But I mean, it sounds like it's a good idea, but I gotta do it yet.
You gotta prepare, you gotta think ahead for this sort of thing. If you don't, who will?
Exactly.
Alright then.
All right,
So,
let's do this.
so you prepare yourself. You get about your various actions and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. We also should actually we got like a whole crap ton of rations, don't we? Pretty sure we do.
You have however many rations you have, and plus, I don't know if you marked them all down.
Probably a ton. Basically, I figure, if we're gonna be given this kind of thing, we should be taking our time with this. So we might need like several days worth of food as we rest in there a lot.
Right.
I have
That's fair.
True.
Alright then.
So if we don't have a lot, then I'll just go and buy a bunch.
Alright then.
And I think I have some door spikes, so that'll be good to have.
I believe you guys have enough rations, each of your characters. Let me just double check if I'm gonna shoot.
I have 10, so.
Yeah, you have 10. Well, you just started, so I hope you have rations.
I'll just go buy some if need be.
Okay. Yes, go buy another 10 rations for
Is there
Black gold.
anywhere in town I could buy
gold at the general store.
Yep. All right.
Okay, you enter into the... First off, you enter into the general store, and you see behind the counter is an albino weasel with several, like, floating magical hands around him.
What the?
Oh.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going quite well.
The crap it talks.
That's
Welcome.
that's interesting.
You remember this guy? We brought him back from the Goblin in the orc camp.
He was an albino, was he?
Yeah, he was.
I've never
Oh,
seen
okay.
a talking weasel before.
Forgot he was albino. Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
It's a
It's good to
pleasure
see you again.
meet you.
Pleasure's all mine.
He just sends one of his magical hands over to shake yours.
I shake it.
He sort of wiggles his paw and gestures as shaking your hand.
Ah, nice to meet you. Oh,
Huh.
they call me Weasel, which is rather annoying, but still, it's the only name I've got.
What's your name?
Weasel.
You don't have another one?
Nope.
Why don't you just pick one?
Would you like us to call you something else?
I'll think of something when you guys come back. What can I
Alright
do
there.
for you, though? I run the general store. Reznak needed a bit of a break, so I do this part now.
Looking for gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
Yeah.
Might have some black powder.
How much?
What do you use it for?
See these things on my back and on my hip? It's
Oh, those,
Guns.
the guns.
I
Hmm. I might have some black powder here. Let me check around.
Just sort of wanders off and around.
We have one. We have one small bag of it left.
Alright, how much?
Telgarn, due to his experiments, kind of drained us of all of ours.
I understand.
How much?
About stuff.
150 gold?
Oh, that's out of my price range. Could you help me out there, friends? Give you an IOU.
Now the gold will do us no good if we're dead, so go for it.
Alright. Appreciate it. I'll be sure to pay you back, I swear.
All right.
Is there anything else you need?
A good measure of food. We're going to some,
Oh,
well, the catacombs, and
sure. I'll get
from what,
a little box of stuff prepared for you.
much appreciated.
How many?
And
How many days worth?
10 days should be enough, I hope.
It'll last us a while.
I see each of your compatriots could use some too, so, here. Give you a bit of a discount. Give me 10 gold, and I'll get each of you equipped with enough rations for a couple of days.
Certainly.
3 days, I
Sounds
think,
fair.
will be in 3 days each. Yeah, it's about right. You guys, so 3 or 4.
Sounds fair.
Should be enough, I hope.
I hope so too.
We thank you very, very, very kindly, friend, for the discount.
I'll throw an extra 10 gold and just say, in case you don't come back, something good for yourself.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Sadly, they
Sure.
don't make weasel clothes, otherwise I'd get a shirt or something with this, but...
I'm sure there's a mage out there willing to give it a shot.
That's fair. Second you find whatever mage made a sentient weasel...
Well, whoever he is, I'm grateful that he did, because it's been good to know you, friend.
Nice to know you guys too. Is there anything else I can do for you?
That's it from me.
I think that's everything.
That'll do.
Alright then. It's been a pleasure helping you out.
So long, new friend. My name is Garrett, by the way.
Oh, name's Weasel. For now.
Hi, friend. I'll be happy to learn a new name when we return.
Well, it'd be nice. I guess best of luck. Are you, where? You said you were going to the... Where?
The catacombs, that's what everyone calls them.
Oh, dreadful place.
So we've heard.
Dreadful. Just dreadful. Oh, I do hope y'all
Honestly, if it
are
didn't seem like
alright.
everyone and their mother needed something from that place, we'd just say fuck it, because that's this place seems awfully dangerous.
It is awful dangerous.
But we'll do our best with it and hope we can make alive.
Rage Skullcrush went there one time. He came back, just wasn't the same for a while.
Yeah. I see.
Battle he couldn't win.
Not that he couldn't win, just that it wasn't one he wanted to fight.
And this is, just to confirm, this is the guy who got a demon box for his birthday and proceeded to have a all-night brawl.
Yeah, but to be fair, the demon box was with his friends. He just went solo up there.
Okay, I guess I can respect that. All right. Well, hopefully our us being friends here can accomplish what he couldn't.
Yeah, best of luck.
I appreciate it.
I bid you adieu. And walk out after our bell.
Well, let's go do this thing.
Let's go.
All right then. You prepare your various stuff, your various eccentricities. You grab all of your gear, all of the appropriate stuff you carry around from your rooms, and you proceed out along the path. Now, as you proceed along the path, you have to take a quick side cut over by the Crimson Line encampment, given that it branches off and a slow way into the camp is where the pathway leads to the catacombs. And as you're approaching the Crimson Line encampment after several hours' journey, you see that there is the the Lavalel family, Ukrith, Turin, and Norvin, are all out there and they're all still brawling.
What's going on here?
Buddy, are you serious?
Er kind of a bunch of idiots.
Well, geez, my brother and I fought now and then, but damn, this is ridiculous.
Even Dunlap.
I guess I'll approach and like try to. I mean, these guys seem like they're pretty capable warriors, so I'm not gonna like get between them. But I'm gonna like wait for like a break to try and say, what the hell is going on? Why are you still fighting?
Hey, Steven.
What's up, everyone?
We're going to die.
Join us.
Oh,
We're going to the catacombs, and like everyone's told us, like, yeah, you're totally fucked for going here.
hmm. Are you guys taking a break now, or are we still going in?
We're still going. We're at the Crimson Lion cabinet watching these two idiots fight.
All right.
3 idiots, sorry.
I mean, so yep, you see them just brawling there, punching each other.
I'm trying to tell them to stop once they get a break, I guess.
Sorath is once again making signs.
It's just heated, continuous fighting. They don't really have that much of a break in between.
I just was looking through them and asking, why are you still doing this? It's been days.
What did this start over?
I don't know. I just kind of... I don't know, Norvin and Terran need to get out all their pent-up aggression for... I don't know, 90 years of me not being there?
Tell me you at least took a break to take a piss.
I'm afraid if I did that now, it'd probably be mostly blood.
Cheesy bastards remind me of that goblin the weasel.
The what?
It's
Goblin
an
and
old
the
tale.
weasel.
Goblin
Basically, yep.
Hmm?
Them
They
two
all just
bastards
sort of
were...
stop for a second and just look at you.
Yep. You're no
Yeah,
better
I
than a
was thinking
goblin and a
that too.
weasel. You're just standing there, refusing to stop your fighting, even though you've been doing it for God knows how long.
Okay, they all just sort of... The two
And
brothers
I like
just,
that weasel.
The two brothers just sort of shrug their shoulders for a second and just both at the same time go and try and punch Ukrith in the face, and he ducks out of the way and tumbles backwards.
Shall I throw a shiny in your path to distract you too?
Do we look like a weasel?
You're acting like one.
Ha ha ha.
Is he talking about Goblin and the Weasel?
I,
We
long
encountered
story.
this cool white, this albino talking weasel.
Yeah, we met him like
That-
half an hour ago, by the way.
Oh, I saw him again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weasel and his former master were having a staring contest that lasted a week.
Ah,
They would give up until I threw a coin between them to distract them. And it seems we're having a repeat performance right now with a bunch of people who should be above that.
Guess we don't get involved.
Yeah, let him at it. We'll see if they're still doing it when we come back.
Oi, so you two you're all fighting to see who's the best man amongst you, huh?
They're not fighting to see who's the best man amongst us. They're just fighting because they're pissed at me.
Well, how about this? How about a way instead of fighting like this, waste your time? How about you go give him a real punishment?
Like what?
Well, you see, we happen to be on a journey to the catacombs, and as I'm sure you're aware, the place is
Fuck
dangerous as
that.
hell. What?
I'm
Too
not
afraid to
going
go there?
That's where Drem's buried.
Aye, and we're off to go and see what we can find down there.
The- Time. Just stop for a second. You can. Okay, yeah. Punch me one. Okay then. They just go sort of step forward and punch him one more time and just sort of sit there, just angrily huffing and puffing in Ukra's general direction as he sort of turns to you. So, yes, about the catacombs.
We're going there, going to find out what we got down there, collect some things for some people around town, rescue the shopkeeper.
Yes. I'll be,
did I ever tell of you about how the matriarch of the Navarra family is a lich?
What?
Yes. My great, several greats later, grandmother is a lich. She actually lives in catacombs too. I'm intrigued to see if there's anything like how well these ones are kept. Probably not good enough.
Okay.
It just seemed important, you know. I've been to catacombs since I was a child, so if you're afraid to go in there, it's not that bad.
It's not because I'm afraid, it's because I'm not afraid of the catacombs in and of themselves or a lot of the weaker stuff in there. I'm afraid of Drem.
We're going to get the sword.
I wish you all the luck in the world because Drem terrified me. In life.
Well, alright then.
Sure don't want to come along, stretch those old muscles of yours, get back in shape before the orcs come.
I think I've stretched my muscles enough.
Yeah, it looks like a couple of them have been torn, too.
Yeah, I can't really feel part of my leg. So I'm gonna heal up here.
So I starts whispering to the other guys. Do we need him for anything? He seriously looks like he's about to join the dead if we bring him to anywhere.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, figured any little bit helps though. Goodness knows we're about to be very much in over our heads.
I do recommend one thing though.
Go on.
If you're gonna fight Drem, I recommend taking out anything he summons first.
Alright.
Keep that in mind.
He used to, I don't know if he can still do it in death, but in life, he had a helmet or an amulet, and what it did was it allowed him to summon the spirits of his ancestors to aid him in combat.
I see.
I wonder if I did, if my ancestors would come and help me. Or if they'd scold me for not doing it myself. I should try it after I take it from him.
Well, either way,
I wish you best of luck.
are you three going to be all right? Not going to come back and see you still brawling, am I?
I think we're going to go take a rest from it for now.
That's good, because if I do come back from this journey, then that must mean we're stronger than Drek. And that means we're going to kill all of you. We're going to kick both your asses.
Sure. Sure.
Hi, Timo. What's up, bud?
His name is Drem.
Dram, that's it. Blah.
Yeah,
I
so
wrote it
weak I
down.
couldn't remember his name.
Whatever,
I
bear
have
that
a
up my
feeling
head.
you're going to be the first one to die.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, but it might
He's
be the
died.
last.
No,
Timo
he's
became-
died already.
Hey, you died already, friend.
Oh yeah, it was an interesting experience. You know.
See if I keep an eye on you.
Okay.
Well, we're off then. Best of luck to you. Yeah, I'm just mounted on my whatever I summoned and keep heading towards the catacombs.
Alright then. Keep heading towards the catacombs. You proceed through several. Throughout your day's journey, you proceed through several sweeping valleys, going through several hilllands, up into the mountains. Forests, small alcoves of trees lining your pathway. And as you get closer and closer towards the path along the path where you pretty sure is the catacombs, you start noticing that more and more of the vegetation around you slowly starts to die off. And whereas there was beautiful, luscious trees around you, it becomes more and more apparent as you proceed onward and onward that the trees start slowly losing more and more leaves to the point where as you're within eyeshot of the catacombs itself, it's nothing but barren, stark, bark-only trees around you.
Yep. This happened with Grandma Navarra as well. It was a nightmare trying to give her salads.
And by the time you get near the catacombs themselves, even the bark itself is rotted off, is just off of the trees, and there's nothing but stark, white, almost petrified wood around you.
So, how much are we getting paid for this again?
Not nearly enough by the looks of it.
Apparently.
I thought we were trying to recruit the dead against the orcs, or we're just gonna have the dragon kill them all.
Well, this is a different thing. I guess a number of people have all requested us to do stuff down here.
Okay.
It seems we've all got some reason for going here. Otherwise, I said, screw it. Goodness knows it seems too dangerous.
That's usually where the most fun is.
And as you approach and get closer and closer to the actual catacombs, just outside of the massive mausoleum doors, ornately carved stonework, covered in dwarven runes, And for those who can read the actual runes, it gives epic monologues and quotes about death, the afterlife, preservation, protection, and the honor of dying in battle, etc. on the outside.
Ah,
I think these dwarves were a little suicidal.
no, I see this on a lot of dwarven places actually.
You dwarves and your culture, what the hell?
I think watch yourself there, lad. That's dying in battle's one of the greatest honors you can have.
No, I'm not saying that, just what he's telling me about these runes, necromancy, and all this other stuff. Elves seem quite tame by comparison.
Yeah, well, bunch of ninnies.
Well, anyway, let's get this over with.
And outside of the door,
Aye.
just huddled at its base, you see a sobbing Scott Neves.
Scott?
Mr. Neves? Is everything alright there? Mr. Neves?
It's like, just kneel down next to him and just pat his shoulder.
So as glancing around, expecting some kind of trap.
It's okay, the strays. Oh, well. Why are you trying to get in there?
He always in there.
Who's
We're
in
going in
there?
after him. He's the owner of his shop.
Look over the doors, try to see if there's a way to get in.
I want to get in. I can't get in.
Why not?
I open the doors and it just sends me flying backwards.
Aye.
But we look it over a little bit. Let's go up and go look at the door.
Okay. You looking for anything in particular?
Any rooms?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm also gonna look and see if there's any kind of magical traps or anything.
I don't see shit.
Well, I might take a look there as well.
Alright, and I'll do my paladin sense once we get a little closer.
Alright then. Paladin sense is closer. You don't sense anything innately around.
Alright.
Shit, I should have tried to investigate. Can I investigate the door?
Alright, go ahead. Roll an investigation check about the door.
Not much better.
Okay then.
This is the door you said that had all the dwarven runes on it.
Yes.
Were any of those runes traps? Did I see anything or no?
Not particularly. Sorath, given your particular, Garrick, you search around and investigate far about and look for anything out of the ordinary, and you're able to find really virtually nothing. It's just plain stonework to your knowledge. Ulrich as well. Sorath, was that particular arcana check in regards to the door?
Yes, it was.
Right then. as you search about the door, you start looking about it, and you start noticing, whilst not sure what exactly it is, you think you can piece up bits and pieces of knowledge about its intent. That the door only lets those who pass, those who have hero-like abilities. Or have some sort of... It's either that, or it might be hero-like intent? Goodly intentions, perhaps? You're not sure.
Do you relay this information to us?
Thinking about it now. Hmm. Yeah, okay. I'll tell everybody.
Oh,
Well,
really?
people with good intent, but this guy couldn't get in. Does that mean he doesn't have good intent?
He probably wants the shopkeeper dead so he can take over the shop himself. I had no doubt he's been sleeping with his wife, and he's just trying to use this as an excuse to take him down. It wasn't me, it was the ghosts.
Alright, well, let's give it a shot then. Or should I start pushing the door open?
Yeah, then. You push the doors open. The doors lay open before you.
Oh, that was easy.
Do you
Hello?
proceed inside?
I'll kind of slowly make my way in, just kind of cautiously.
Alright.
Also, does nobody else find it odd that the evil catacombs require good people to come in? This is literally like a clickbait door for heroes.
True.
Oh, come on in, heroes. There's nothing but good stuff in here for you.
To be fair, this used to also be catacombs for goodly heroes.
Oh, okay. Okay. More sense.
It's only been evil recently. I guess it'd be the Lich. The Lich found its way in here and changed it. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm walking inside, keeping
I'll follow after.
keeping a special lookout for souvenirs.
I'll go
Aye.
third.
So we heard there was 20 things down here, right?
20 rooms,
Aye,
yes.
20 rooms.
Some of them being lich and vampires.
You know, the last room belongs to that one guy.
Aye. Well, let's see what we can find.
Give me 1 second. I think I cast a spell on myself before going in there. How long does that last? 10 minutes. That should be plenty of time. So yeah, I will. When you get to the first door, I'm casting Protection from Evil on myself.
Hang on, friends. Before we go in, who here has the lowest health?
Probably
Should we buy that?
Ulrich.
Probably.
Ulrich, Zeke, and Sorath. Who's is lower?
In character, I have no idea.
Yeah. Also in character. So I
What's
still
health?
say Ulrich.
Also, what's health? You think
Hey,
our stamina can be gauged by numeric units? What the hell?
Meta outside
What
of the
are you talking
game.
about there?
Come on.
I got 53.
Yeah, 57.
46.
Did you get 37?
57. 5-7.
Alright, so Sorath, Ulrich, and myself. 1 second. Let me just pull it up. Your health max and regular health is increased by 5. 8 hours.
For 8 hours?
8 hours.
I feel healthier than Zeke.
My health also went up by 5, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no,
Guess
you only have those 3, right?
Only target 3, so myself.
Oh, then, yeah, my HP stays the same. Yep. Okay.
I feel healthier than Zeke.
Yep, you're correct.
Alright.
Did I mix you two up? What?
Alright then. Alrighty then. And we're going to just take a small little break now.